Strap in for a thrilling ride back to 1986 with the Top Gun cast, as we zoom into their lives then and now in 2025. Maverick, played by Tom Cruise. In 1986, 24-year-old Cruz skyrocketed to fame as Lieutenant Pete "Maverick" Mitchell in Top Gun. His electrifying portrayal of the daring, rebellious Navy pilot, paired with raw charisma and a megawatt smile, defined 80s action stardom. From intense dogfights to heartfelt moments, he carried the film's high-octane energy. Interesting fact, Cruz trained with real Navy pilots and insisted on filming an actual F-14 Tomcats to capture authentic reactions, pushing his physical limits. In 2025, at 62, Cruz remains Hollywood's unstoppable force. Fresh off Mission Impossible, The Final Reckoning in May 2025, he continues to perform his own death-defying stunts. His return as Maverick in 2022's Top Gun, Maverick earned a Best Picture nomination, cementing his legacy as a cinematic icon who still feels the need for speed. Charlie, played by Kelly McGillis. In 1986, 29-year-old McGillis captivated as Charlotte "Charlie" Blackwood, Top Gun's brilliant flight instructor and Maverick's love interest. Her poised, intelligent performance grounded the film's high-flying action, blending romance with authority. Interesting fact, a Juilliard graduate, McGillis researched real Top Gun instructors to nail Charlie's authenticity, even shadowing classes at the Naval Air Station. In 2025, at 67, McGillis has stepped back from Hollywood's glare, choosing meaningful roles like her part in 2020's Dirty John. Openly lesbian, she advocates for assault survivors, sharing her journey with courage. Living quietly in North Carolina, she teaches acting and inspires through her resilience. Iceman, played by Val Kilmer. In 1986, 27-year-old Kilmer electrified audiences as the cool, confident rival to Maverick in Top Gun. His smirk and intensity made Iceman unforgettable. Interesting fact, Kilmer initially didn't want the role, but his commitment won over director Tony Scott. Val Kilmer passed away on April 1, 2025, at 65 from pneumonia, following a throat cancer battle. His legacy shines through iconic roles in The Doors, Batman Forever, and his poignant return as Iceman in 2022's Top Gun, Maverick, where AI recreated his voice. Goose, played by Anthony Edwards. In 1986, 24-year-old Edwards stole hearts as Maverick's loyal wingman in Top Gun. His warmth and tragic exit left audiences teary-eyed. Interesting fact, Edwards was the only actor who didn't vomit during Top Gun's intense jet filming. In 2025, at 63, Edwards thrives in television, with a Golden Globe for ER and roles in 2022's Inventing Anna. Recently, he joined the FX pilot Seven Sisters as Patriarch Paul Bosco, continuing Goose's legacy through flashbacks in Top Gun, Maverick. Viper, played by Tom Scarat. In 1986, 53-year-old Scarat brought commanding gravitas to Top Gun as Commander Mike "Viper" Metcalf, the seasoned instructor guiding Maverick. His authoritative yet wise performance anchored the film's intensity. Interesting fact, Scarat's portrayal was so convincing that real Navy sailors saluted him on set. In 2025, at 91, Scarat continues acting, with recent roles in 2021's Catch the Bullet. He's also producing Reflections of the River, a conservation series echoing his role in A River Runs Through It. Viper's legacy endures through mentions in Top Gun, Maverick. Jester, played by Michael Ironside. In 1986, 36-year-old Ironside delivered a commanding performance as Lieutenant Commander Rick "Jester" Heatherly in Top Gun. His stern yet fair instructor role challenged Maverick in thrilling dogfights. Interesting fact, Ironside's intense delivery was so authentic that he improvised lines to push Tom Cruise's performance. In 2025, at 75, Ironside remains active, starring in 2024's The Island and lending his iconic voice to video games like Starship Troopers, Continuum. His gritty presence continues to captivate, with Jester's legacy referenced in Top Gun: Maverick's training scenes. Cougar, played by John Stockwell. In 1986, 25-year-old Stockwell portrayed Lieutenant Bill Cougar Cortell in Top Gun, a skilled pilot who faced a panic attack, exiting early. His brief but intense role set the stage for Maverick's journey. Interesting fact, Stockwell was a close friend of Andy Warhol, often mentioned in the artist's diaries. In 2025, at 64, Stockwell has shifted to directing, helming films like Blue Crush and Into the Blue. He recently directed the 2024 thriller Beneath the Blue, continuing his ocean-themed filmmaking passion. Wolfman, played by Barry Tubb. In 1986, 23-year-old Tubb brought laid-back charm to Top Gun as Lieutenant Leonard Wolfman Wolf, Goose's radar intercept officer. His cool demeanor shone in the cockpit alongside Hollywood. Interesting fact, Tubb grew up on a Texas ranch, bringing authentic cowboy grit to his role. In 2025, at 62, Tubb focuses on smaller projects, with recent roles in the 2023 Western Dead Man's Hand. He's also active in Texas theater, directing local plays, and remains a fan favorite for his brief but memorable Top Gun scenes. Slider, played by Rick Rossovich. In 1986, 29-year-old Rossovich embodied Lieutenant Ron Slider, Kerner in Top Gun, Iceman's cocky radar intercept officer. His towering presence and smirking delivery amplified the film's rivalries. Interesting fact, Rossovich, a former college football player, brought an athletic edge, performing his own stunts. In 2025, at 67, Rossovich has largely retired from acting, with his last major role in 2012's Falling Like Flies. He now focuses on family life in California and occasional charity events, leaving Slider's brash energy as a nostalgic highlight of Top Gun's ensemble. Merlin, played by Tim Robbins. In 1986, 28-year-old Robbins portrayed Lieutenant Sam Merlin Wells in Top Gun, Cougar's radar intercept officer, delivering a steady performance in the film's tense opening. His brief role hinted at his future stardom. Interesting fact, Robbins wrote poetry on set, sharing it with co-stars to lighten the mood. In 2025, at 66, Robbins remains a Hollywood heavyweight, with recent roles in 2023 Silo and directing theater in Los Angeles. An Oscar winner for Mystic River, he balances acting with activism, advocating for prison reform. Sundown, played by Clarence Gilliard Jr. in 1986, 31-year-old Gilliard brought charm to Lieutenant Marcus Sundown Williams in Top Gun, Maverick's second radar intercept officer. His cool-headed performance stood out in high-stakes scenes. Interesting fact, Gilliard was the first black actor to play a cheerleader in the play Bleacher Bums before Top Gun. Clarence Gilliard Jr. passed away on November 28, 2022, at 66 from a long illness. Known for Die Hard and Walker, Texas Ranger, he was a beloved UNLV professor, leaving a legacy of inspiring students and memorable roles. Hollywood, played by Whip Hubley. In 1986, 29-year-old Hubley portrayed Lieutenant Rick Hollywood Nevin in Top Gun, Wolfman's pilot and a key player in the film's thrilling dogfights. His charisma shone despite a tragic end. Interesting fact, Hubley thought Top Gun would be an ensemble film, but producers shifted focus to Tom Cruise's star power. In 2025, at 68, Hubley lives in Maine, acting in local theater and working in construction. He starred as Jason Schuyler in 2024's Road to Everywhere, reprising his role from 1990 SIXS Driven, showcasing his enduring talent. Carol, played by Meg Ryan. In 1986, 25-year-old Ryan sparkled as Goose's lively wife in Top Gun, stealing scenes with her infectious energy and charm. Her small role launched her into rom-com stardom. Interesting fact, Ryan's iconic Great Balls of Fire scene was largely improvised, showcasing her natural charisma. In 2025, at 63, Ryan remains a beloved figure, starring in and directing 2023's What Happens Later alongside David Duchovny. She's also producing a new romantic comedy, Cupid's Arrow, proving her knack for heartfelt stories endures in Hollywood's ever-changing landscape. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.